Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Cheap Shots, the show where I play fighting games and drink. I am your humble host, the Grin Reaper, and we are back in Street Fighter, and I will tell you why. Because of Street Fighter 6. So, the Street Fighter 6 trailer just dropped. The new one showing off Chun-Li and Jamie and like a lot, and the gameplay and a whole lot of stuff and story mode and all that jazz. But beyond that, we also got basically what appears to be the entire 22 character base roster leaked. And that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm playing Street Fighter 5 mostly so I can talk about Street Fighter 6. Like, that's what this is. I'm gonna play as Luke because he's in it, blah, blah. He's the main character. I'm here to talk about Street Fighter 5. Oh my god. I like how it defaults to her, I think because she's my favorite character. Like, who am I going to? Oh, this loser. Look, it's off even. You don't even belong here. Whatever. You look... Do we have a better outfit for you? I guess we can go with that. Let's do it. Yeah. Anyway, Luke, you're so not important, but you're Street Fighter 6 personified in this game. So I'll use you to talk about Street Fighter 6. Alright, first off, before the leak... Oh boy, I should watch CPT 2022. I forgot about the ad. It's so fucking weird. Anyway, not important. What is important is the my initial thoughts to the trailer and what I think of it. I've never used Luke before. So I think it looks pretty good. The paint thing is pretty silly, but I still like it. Like, the paint splatter thing is kind of goofy as heck, but I'm still with it. I put it on too because I want to chat for a while about this. Oh, you're excited. She's got a silly hat now. I knocked it off. But yeah, the paint effect, like the whole graffiti streetwise shit. Like, all I can think of is Final Fight Streetwise, right? Metro City, all like graffiti, cool street shit. Makes me think of Final Fight Streetwise. They could have just made him look the main character of Streetwise instead. But like, I dig it. He's kind of a dork, but I don't hate him. Wait. Okay, so I just had to take care of something. Tried to do it sneaky, but it didn't work. I say okay like it wasn't paused. We'll go against Minot. But, so I rather like it. It's got a unique thing. It's fun enough. It's goofy. So here's the thing. I would take it a heartbeat. All of that goofiness over, what I was worried it was going to be. Especially when I saw, like, I was like, okay, so there's just this other guy. When I saw Jamie. Then I actually saw him in thing. He looked cool enough. But, I was so worried. You saw Luke standing there. It looked a little more realistically proportioned. I have all these. Except for the premium pass, but who gives a shit? I don't play it enough for the costumes. As long as I get all my jury costumes. And I have every jury costume. But, so yeah, I was worried it was just gonna be super serious MMA, no fun. right? And then I was like, okay, its style is kind of dorky, but at least it has a style at all. Like, I'll take the kind of dorky Mark Echo getting up nonsense over, no style whatsoever, right? Like, I'll take that. I will happily take that. And so that kind of raised my spirits and got me more excited. And the story mode looks kind of fun. It looks like you can do some fun stuff. Now, here's the thing I'm thinking. You're probably going to be facing a lot of random jobbers. Some games when you fight like a bunch of random jobbers, say like, I don't know, Soul Calibur story modes, maybe there'll be a creator character, you know? Probably not, but what if there was? What if there was a cheap shot? Oh, you know what I'm facing. What if there was a cheap shots Street Fighter 6 Scally episode? Like, I'm not getting my hopes up, but there's a shot. Unless the game's just full of like 74 random jobbers that hackers will put in, just like Peter the Cop in this one. They could do it, but I do feel like there's some things would be like, no, it's almost easier to have the creator character. Not that I know anything, so maybe it's not, you know. But it's like I know that some games with creator characters and NPCs and stuff will often be based on that thing. But okay, whatever. Either way, it seems fun. It's conquest mode from Mortal Kombat Deception and Armageddon. And I know one guy who hopefully is watching this. Shout out to Neil and his 2 podcasts. MK Podquest and Crew Expendable. Bam. See, now you have to watch because I shouted you out. Also, you shouted me out on at your recent MK Podquest. So, you shouted me out for liking Natara. God, just put Natara in a game so I could do an episode on her. Or I'll just have to get one of the old games. Either way, whatever. We're not here to talk about Natara. We're here to talk about Street Fighter. So yeah, it just seems like it might be like conquest mode, running around and doing silly. Oh, I perfected her. That doesn't feel good. .5 alcoholic content. This could be a bad idea. I'm over the whole fight to my death thing, and she's like, no. Ken's good enough, but So yeah, that looks like it could be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And otherwise the gameplay looks fine. I love fighting games, but as you can tell from my playing, I'm pretty freaking casual. So gameplay looks fine. I'm not going to sit here and be like, from the nuances of the thing, it doesn't look... No, that's not what I'm here. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for rosters. So let's talk about the roster leak. I'm sorry. If you don't want to be spoiled about the Street Fighter 6 roster leak, fast forward to the end, comment, say, listen, Grin, this was pretty cool, but, I couldn't finish it up. Do that, and then we'll go on, you know, and you can stop. I give you permission to stop watching. But I'm here to talk about that roster leak. Because it looks incredible. Jury is in it. Okay, so I know that some people are complaining about a lack of honestly, a lack of anybody, but it's a lot of 4 characters. 2 characters. Like, most of the World Warriors are there. Is anyone actually missing? It's Ken, it's Ryu, Chunners, obviously, Geef, Dowsum, Honda, Blanca. Is Guile? I think Guile's in there. I'm gonna look it up, actually. Hate to, be that guy, but I gotta look it up. Yeah, Guile's in there. So yeah, all 8 of the original World Warriors, and then Cammy and DJ from let's fight Deku from Turbo, and then Rashid Rashid and Ed from 5, Akuma, another 2 alumni, one of the versions of 2. And then Jerry's the only character from 4. No characters from 3. No characters from Alpha. No, 1 character from 4. 2 characters from 5. And if you don't count Luke. No one's counting Luke. He's a 6 guy, really. Like, honestly. He looks okay here. He looks better. He looks a lot better there. Like, I'm down with him. And that's a little disappointing that they're keeping all the characters from 3 and stuff. And Alpha. And honestly, I'd love to see Viper, but we got the one character you really need from 4 with Jerry. I'd love Viper. I mean, I wanted her in this game. I feel like that's the one missing from me. But, whatever. Like, we'll probably get her. We'll get a whole lot of people, It's okay to start with the World Warriors. Go ahead. And then you gave us a whole bunch of new people who I really like. So, there's, Luke looks better. Jamie looks kind of cool. He's like Young and Yang related. Luke's kind of fun to play as, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie, but we saw Jamie. He's cool enough. It's the characters who got leaked. First off, Marissa probably is how it'll be pronounced. This big, muscular, tall, buff, awesome lady, who looks like she's like doing some kind of gladiator stuff. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope as heck. I love that. Well, it's like there was a lot of ladies on that roster, which is kind of cool. In fact, aside from Jamie and Luke, the only other dude is JP, who looks pretty cool. JP is he looks like the next in line between Q and G, because he's this dandy guy. He's this cool looking old guy. Apparently has psycho powers, according to a different leak that was proven true by this leak, which is this leak is pretty well believed, because they showed oh my god, why are you fighting me? I hate this bonus stage. I'm not even gonna care. Can I, like, skip it? It's cool that they put in the Jabbas from Final Fight in this. And that's something I'll talk about in a minute. Final Fight. But, like, JP looks cool. I'm wondering, I have a theory. He could be the big bad. That's not my theory, though. My theory is definitely not. He could just be a weird, eccentric old man like, G. So I'm looking forward to that. Hell, it could even be some form of GQ something, Like, rapidly aged? Who knows? And then there's Mimi, who's basically Lady Abel. Ooh, we'll fight Dan. And she's kind of cool. I think she's French. I think she's French. I'm looking at the ones with their names and not the one with the translated names, not the one with the flag. So I don't know everybody's things. Mimi looks fine. I have no qualms about her. Lily, People don't love her. I don't care. She's like, definitely looks like she's related to T-Hawk of some kind. She's got a very, Native American style headdress. I guess it's a feather, but like, you don't a headband and some face paint. Like, no, she's definitely got that vibe. She's apparently from Mexico though, so I don't know. I don't know. And then there's Kimberly, who has like crazy weird hair braids, and that's fun. Kimberly is one of the things how we know it's real, because Kimberly was like shown in the trailer briefly, like, so we're like, oh, okay, this is, and so was like, in the background, and so was Marissa. So people are like, oh, this got to be real, because this did not someone did not just make this amazing art of everybody and add those two just to make it look right. Like, this is right. And then here's the thing. You knew. I didn't even talk about Jerry. I'll talk about Jerry afterwards. But the reason I mentioned Jerry right now, I'm like, because of my love for Jerry and all of them, all those crazy murder girls, I am absolutely in love with the last new character on the leak. She's this Chinese assassin. Looks like she might be related to Fong, which dampers me a little bit and might kill my theory. But her name is Aki. She's completely like white pale, has like white hair. She's like a ghost. She's got this cool dress on. Yurian, why not? And she's got like these long ass claws, and apparently she fights with poison. She's probably this girl from Fong's, like, a comic. But who cares? She's amazing looking. She looks so cool. I want her to be the big bad. I want her to be the boss. Because unless JP is the boss, or Aki's the boss, it doesn't look like we're going to get a playable boss. Which is not really the Street Fighter way. Like, since, I mean, I don't know if Gil was in there from day one. Seth was he wasn't in the arcade version, but he was in the home port, I believe. Bison was in 5. He was right there from the beginning. They often did, like, once he showed up in 2, in whichever version of 2 it was, Super Turbo HD, I don't know, Hyper Fighting, I'm not sure which version. Urian's a snowman. Like, they've kind of been putting the bosses in. So I'm like, well, maybe that means... Maybe that means that the boss is in this game. And yeah, it's probably JP if that's the case. If the boss is on this list, like the big bad, it's probably JP. But what if it was Aki? What if we got our first real psycho crazy female big boss? Like, you fight her at the end of arcade mode. She's like the main story thing. I don't even know how I did that. And I missed him. Like, what if that's the case? Oh, I'm trying not to get my hopes up. But it could be. They're not gonna do it. You should probably drop the whole Raging Ego thing. It's too small, the things. Like, I'm not reading them because they're so small and it's so busy. Alright, so back to Jerry, though. So that's my thought. There's a chance that Aki is the big bad. And if she is, I'm a very happy person. I'm a very happy grin. But, we'll see what happens. But. Like, there's been so much lately of me, like, being like, but what if she was the big bad? Same thing with Pokemon. They revealed that cool cave lady professor, and I love her so much, and I adore her and must protect her. But I'm sitting here like, but what if she was bad? and of the entire universe. I'm sitting here like, what if she, what if she bad? I want bad. It's hard when when you see a cool lady. Or, I mean, well, for me it's lady. It could be a dude. It's hard when you see a fictional character that you're like, oh, I really like that character. Can they be evil? No? Okay. But I feel like Aki's definitely evil. Like, there's no way a character like that is not evil, at least in some way. But probably she's like JP's personal assistant. I mean, assassin. And, she fights for him, and then eventually she betrays him because everybody shows her the light, and blah, blah, blah. And that's what it always happens, because ladies can't stay evil. Thank God for you, Jury. Like, even though, I say thank God for Jury because she's still a murdering psychopath, but they are, like, they've been toning her down. She's, like, been doing good things, and I don't like that. So I hope, like, she's not doing, her appearance in this game isn't a full face turn. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want her to stay a heel. But, on Jury, I want to say her design is fucking brilliant. It's so fucking good. It is the best. It may be the best she's ever looked. President? Okay, whatever. That's your whole thought. You don't know what's going on. Here, fight Ed. That guy's gonna be in the game. None of Shadowlow's in this game. It's kind of crazy. Shadowlow's completely destroyed. Freaking, Bison is dead. And so, Fong, Barog, Vega, and even Sagat, who was no longer part of Shadowlow, are gone. They're all just gone. They're not there. People are mad, but people are gonna stay mad. Of course, I say this as a guy who's sitting over here like Tony and Pepper in Endgame. We got lucky. Yeah. A lot of people didn't. And I felt the same way when I was like, yo, Mimikyu, Rotom, and Gengar make it into, Sword and Shield. And then everyone just stopped caring because it wasn't even that great of a game. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, her design is godlike. Her design is so good. Her, like, the horns are back and looking great. Like, she's got that streak in her hair. I love it. And then it looks like there's a chance that, like, what's covering her chest is not clothing at all, but a weird spider tattoo. Because I can totally see Jury being like, let me just get a weird spider tattoo and make sure everyone sees it. Because I'm crazy. I love her so much. And I can't wait to use her. And I hope they make her better. I hope she's a little bit more fun to play and not kind of like, I feel like I'm just losing here. I haven't even popped this dude's V-trigger. I don't remember how to pop a V-trigger. There it is. No, that's not even it. That's just a move. I do not remember how to do a V-trigger. Anyway, I'm really, really excited for, Wait, is M. Bison not the final boss? Do I just fight somebody and then it's over? Or do I have the chance of fighting Vega as the final boss? Should have taken it. Or is my final boss Ryu? Because that'd be kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, my final boss is going to be Ryu. That's cool. I like that. Like how, he's practically a guest character. Like, he's here to promote Street Fighter 6, and I'm cool with that. But, Jury looks cool. Other people look pretty cool, too. I like most of the redesigns. Some of them are just simple, you know. Alright, here's the Cammy issue. People are like, Cammy's got pants. Yeah, it's fine, though, because I like her style. Her casual thing, you know, like her jacket and her midriff and stuff. Like, she looks so much cooler. Yeah, okay, I get it. Cammy's supposed to wear like a random leotard. But like the point is definitely the fact that she's moved on from her like I'm in a military, like she might still be working for people. Bison has got blasted by his own statues. I like the idea of her finally moving on from the killer bee. Like, I like that. Hopefully she's retired and is just trying to live her life with the dolls and stuff. I know there are a couple people. So yeah, Cammy looks great. I don't care. Her short hair even looks great, but I have been known for loving short hair. So yeah. Rashid looks even cool. Rashid looks cool. Like Rashid, I like that Rashid is a bit of a fuckboy and like kind of a dork, but he looks so cool. I'm just staring at it. Like, look it up. You know, it's not hard to find. It's all over the internet. It's like the biggest freaking deal. I took out the final boss. Oh, Guile's my final boss. Never mind. And like Rashid look cool. DJ looks amazing. Like, people look really great. And like I know people are like, where's Damned from Final Fight? He's clearly in there. Like, and there's no way he's the final. He's the big bad at all. Like, maybe Mad Gear is involved, which is kind of cool, but it's funny that there's no Final Fight characters. And then people are really mad that Li Fei, or the girl in this, that Cammy, like, saves and she hangs out with and stuff. She's in the trailer, but she doesn't appear to be in the game. She'll be DLC, just like Ed. It'll happen. Get over it. DLC happens. It's just a part. You just wait a year and it'll be on sale. And the other elephant in the room is, like, I know that there are people mad as heck about the fact that the roster for this game has been leaked. There goes everything, right? And they can change anything. They can be like, oh yeah, really? You're leaking it? Fuck you. And like, now you don't get a jury. And I really hope they don't. But, like, I don't hate it. Honestly, I think you should be able to look at the leaks. Like, I think it should be that you either look at the leaks or don't, and then they'll still do the thing. Like, let's not Ultimate Marvel 3 it, where they just go, hey, guess what? You guys figured it out, huh? Because we're bad at making websites? Well, then, fuck you. Here they all are. No cool trailers or anything. But, like, you know, I hope we still get cool trailers for people. But I'm okay with knowing. I'm much happier I'm much more excited for this game knowing that there's both Jury and Aki waiting for me whenever it comes out. Like, and I understand that's not everybody's point of view, but let me have mine is what I'm saying. And it got me to make this. That trailer alone was like, okay, we'll see. But I certainly want to be doing this whole episode. Thank you, sir. I'll follow my own path. I did a thing, I guess. I don't know. One by one, Luke pummeled his way through his opponents until a familiar face appeared, Guile. Despite Luke assisting, he was not military anymore. It appeared he's got his discharge date wrong by a day and had to write a formal apology. Alright, Capcom, I love that. I love that. He's just like, yeah, I quit the military, I'm just... And he's like, now you got the date wrong, dummy. Now you gotta write an apology, and I'm just gonna stand there and stare at you. That's by the same guy. What are they watching? Friend Ken. Oh, they're playing. They're playing something. They're playing a Charlie game. They're playing Charlie killing zombies. That's so good. Who's there? Rashid, Guile, Alex. Okay, so despite not counting Gaia, who has to be in there, you've got Ryu, the protagonist of 1, 2, and Alpha. You got Alex, the protagonist of 3. You've got Rashid, who was kind of billed as the protagonist of 4. He was clearly 5. He was clearly meant to do that. And then you've got Luke, the protagonist of 6. That's kind of a cool shot. I like that. So, I guess we're gonna end it here. But basically my whole thing is I'm very excited for Street Fighter 6. It's gonna take me a while to get the thing. Way more excited than I was before. And even more excited since I saw the leak. Because now I don't have to worry watching this game going like, yeah, but will it mean anything? Will they put Jury in the box forever? Because they put, oh, you'll get Jury. They put Viper in the box forever. We're not seeing her again. And she's pretty damn popular. I know Jury's popular enough. I thank God so that she keeps showing up. But, it's just, now I can just enjoy the hype for the game, knowing that I got some great characters, knowing they look great, and, knowing that people are going to be mad, but whatever. I'm here for it. Smash was different, because Smash was just Smash. Smash was very important to me, and it was fun getting together with my friends, being like, ooh, who's it gonna be? And then, texting each other, that was great. Sometimes we would even get together and watch them. Or we'd be like, are you watching? Yeah, I'm watching. That was special. Street Fighter, my friends play, and I certainly know people online, but with a lot of fighting games, it's kind of me just being like, guys, did you see that? And they go, okay, yeah, that character looks cool. So now I gotta show them this whole damn roster and go, oh, dude, that looks sick. Can't wait to play that game. You have to wait a year, but still. And then when a year comes by, I'll be like, here's that game. And they'll be like, oh, and enjoy it, the hype train is fun. Smash not included. The hype train is fun, but I also sometimes just want to fucking know. And now I know. And that's great. Because then there's DLC, there's still knowing, but if somebody also leaks all the DLC plans, I'm okay with that too! You can tell me it and I'll be happy. Alright, I'm gonna sign out now. But thanks for joining me for this impromptu TED Talk about my thoughts on Street Fighter 6's roster. Basically, I just said people could look cool. Jury and Aki, I'm in love with. And, I do think the designs look really cool. Some of them have definitely shown age, which is cool. Some of them, not. Ken and everybody. Blanca looks like Blanca. That's the thing. But it still looks fun. And I'm here. I'm down for it. When it comes out, I'll play it. So we can say. And if you don't like a character's new look, guess what? I'm sure you can get the nostalgia. If Cammy not wearing pants is that fucking important to you, then pay the $3 and don't whine. That's what I did with Jury. I didn't like her costume, or her story costume, or her battle costume. So you know what I did? I bought all the other costumes. I bought the nostalgia costume, the punk costume. I said, oh, I don't like Jury's costume. We're going to look at Jury's costumes, because why not? Because I'm still talking for a minute. And if you're going to complain that they're charging you, you're going to complain that they're charging you money for the costumes. Then get over it. I did not like this costume. I don't like the thing. This costume I don't love. I hate her hair in this. So she has horns in these. So someone's like, the horns are back, but she always had horns. I mean, this was great. Obviously, this is silly. I love this one, but that's, But, like, obviously, like, so I paid to get her nostalgia costume back. And I didn't complain about it. I said, oh, good, they put that in. And I paid for it because I love Jury that much. So if you care that much about Cammy and her not wearing pants, you just buy the fucking costume and don't whine about it, yo. Oh, God, I forgot how good the Jury. This doesn't even have that many. Oh. Oh, ad style is just in there. I just thought it was at the end. Yeah, she has more. God, that one's so good too. They could have made that default and I'd be happy. But like, I like this new costume for her, the 1 in 5. Okay, let me stop talking about Jerry. And I mean, listen, she's probably my second favorite. She's my number 1 favorite fighting game character. And will be right up until Jinx shows up in Project L. Like, that, I love her. And so I'm going to talk about her. And just wait till next year, January 1st, I think, is Jury Day. And that's when you'll see me playing Jury in Street Fighter 6. But until Street Fighter 6, join me next week. I'll probably be doing Skullgirls, which I was about to do. Umbrella needs to be played. I haven't even touched her yet, and I was gonna do it, but then I decided I wanted to talk about Street Fighter 6. So that's what I did. So, if you enjoy it, shoot me comments. I love comments. I respond to them. It makes me feel like there's a point to all this, other than just me getting drunk and playing fighting games, which I do love, but comment, like, shoot me some likes. I love those. They give me energy. And, subscribe if you're not, but if you are, then I appreciate what you've done. maybe someone who's not one of my personal, close personal friends who is, watching these out of pity and have subscribed is watching these. And if so, hit that subscribe button. Give me a like. Tell me ways to improve. Maybe I'll start learning editing one day, and then this might be better. Maybe I'll just wear the mask, the cardboard mask. Oh, I did want to talk about that. They stole my mask. It didn't have the smiley face, but those guys in Street Fighter 6, some of the random mooks, were wearing cardboard masks with eye holes. What the fuck? It's usually paper, and so I'm like, well, it's not the box. They're wearing box heads! They saw me and stole it. What the fuck? Now people look at me and be like, oh, you Street Fighter 6? No! I'm from me. I'm from Grin. I made that mask before fucking 5 came out. Probably. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. Either way, I made that mask long before Street Fighter 6 was ever thought of. I made that mask like 5 years ago. But, alright. I should do an episode where I just wear the mask the whole time. Because I'm thinking of wearing the mask and going to a Smash tournament at the Kineticon. And just wearing a mask while I play. So I might have to learn to play with that mask on. Live for the bit, die by the bit. Alright. I'm rambling now because 8.5%. It's not even done yet. I was pre-gaming too. Bad ideas. But, now we're gonna talk until this is over. No. Yeah, so basically just to boil it down, I'm really, really way more excited than I thought I really would be for Street Fighter 6. I was not looking forward to some kind of realistic MMA, let's make it. And the characters are kind of wacky in a weird way. Like, they look like weird. I mean, Aki's in it. Aki is just the most opposite of just some boring MMA fighter, because she's this pale ghost claw monster lady. She's the closest we have to a monster girl in Street Fighter. And that fills me with joy. Absolute fucking joy. And, like, we'll see. Some of the characters seem reminiscent. Like, we got this guy who's, like, Young and Yang, you know, friend, cousin, brother, I don't know. Got this character who might be related to T-Hawk. Even Aki's related to Fong. Not that anybody wanted Fong back. I don't listen to the Event Hub podcast that often, but I was listening to the one where they were talking about what character they think might die in Street Fighter 6, and they kept saying Fong's gonna die, but not like important. He's not even gonna be in the game. It's gonna be a scene of him like walking in a hot dog car is gonna just crush him, and like with Aki there, we don't need Fong, so bring on the hot dog car. Alright, I'm out. So, well, I'm almost out. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful night. And I'm headed out. Bye.